breach. Quite interesting.
Yeah, super interesting. Also seeing, obviously, who would you expect the Swiss Army knife to pull out another agent in Skye? And we'll see what he can do with that.
Is Sick playing Skye?
Sick is on Skye.
Dude, the man's a beast. I'm sorry. I know it may seem like I'm fanboying for Skye, for Skye, for Sick and for Skye.
You've named your top players you like to watch.
Well, I also am a newly minted Skye main as well, so I'm looking forward to seeing what Sick could do with this agent.
All right, we'll see what happens here. But you're right, I love looking at what's going on over here. BABYBAY shying away from that Jett. Like you said before, we'll see how this plays into the team. More utility base, standing back a little bit, or maybe he's on the front line trying to execute with those. Cages everywhere. So this is a, hey, we're totally focusing on a fake strat coming out from Sentinels here. Let's see if they buy it. Already have 3 towards that side, and here comes the paranoia from Market. That usually marks a heaven take. And let's see how FaZe can respond in defense.
And we ended up getting a tailwind right into sight. ShahZam is going to go low here onto the plat, and they're going to get B with relative ease. They did use some utility in turn, but watch out for dapr. dapr can actually catch someone off guard here, and that is exactly what ended up occurring. ZachaREEE just was not ready for it, but BABYBAY getting 2 kills of his own and keeping FaZe competitive here. But here comes sinatraa on the flank, finds 2 more players down low. They could swing this one instantly, and dapr jumps right through with the right click. And Sentinels is starting exactly where they left off on Bind.
Yeah, quite quick there for the attack. I think what happened here for Sentinels was they felt very comfortable with having what was behind them covered, not realizing Sentinels actually got in that fast. There was the play for the retake, right? But you also have to remember to cover everything on your way out, and you can't leave those exits uncovered. So that's how Sentinels got all the way around. A great flank coming in there. We saw from the Frenzy ShahZam to start getting that flank.
Well, yeah, no, sinatraa was also just reckless, and he's very much on brand for him. He's going to do this because he knows he can get away with it. He's got the support in order to execute.
That's one of the things that makes a good team great, right? It just escalates it a little bit more is when there's that confidence there that somebody will execute. Team's behind you when you do it. There's no second guessing, and you all have an angle to watch on your entry. It really makes the difference. Back and forth to start this one off. Lose 1 for each side, as it looks like we will get Sentinels again working towards that B side, and sinatraa's just making sure there's no long flank on this one.
Now, always become challenging with the classics, as even right-click being as powerful as it is, to retake that against the guns, the stronger weapons that Sentinels had was always going to be difficult. But once again, they will also be able to place this spike here at B. Now with Marved in play, you get a curveball to enter into the site and peek the corners, but zombs was wise to that one and was also prepared for the jump shot there from Rawkus.
Nice save. Gets himself out safe. No armor taken there. I don't want to worry about that. I have to rebuy if you go under 142. But yeah, here's that retake. Do what you can. That's an unfortunate one. The jumping classic either is full work or full not work, right?
Yeah. Sometimes it's the greatest thing in the world, and you'll see it connect, and you're like, this thing's OP. And then it whiffs, and you're like, why did they nerf it? That's the life of at least when I use the classic.
But why not for me? So see a little bit of mid coverage here. Just a lot of intel to start things off. Mid can't be given up that easily. Oh my word. Armor taken away though, however. Right away from Corey. He was one big to watch on Bind last map. The entries that he was able to get since BABYBAY wasn't finding ops, Sentinels wasn't peeking, were really big. But having Corey go down in the beginning of these rounds is a huge boon for Sentinels to start off round 3.
You're quite satisfied with that. That early damage gave Corey no options. I would have liked to have seen a change up there rather than him continuing to peek and play aggressive.
Agreed.
If he had already lost his armor, there's just no reason for him to continue to commit to that. He also didn't have Boombot 2 to scout out mid. It was already used at the beginning of the round. They're going to do the same thing again here, Sentinels. Give us a few looks. And with Skye having 1 Hawk left, this flash will obliterate these 2 players here.
Oh my word.
And here comes the push. But Marv was actually good. Oh my word for it! He gets 3 kills there. Not enough to end the round though. Now zombs.
30 seconds left.
They'll get this spike down. 2 players left alive for FaZe, BABYBAY and Rawkus. Do they have any utility? They have 1 paranoia to retake this.
Spike planted.
Oh,
I love
smart. They're going to hold hands out here on the defender side.
They can definitely hear the utility going into sight, so they have an idea that they're going to have to go back in now. Zombs, now they start to split. Zombs has low HP, sinatra's full against 2 full HP of BABYBAY and Rawkus. Beautiful fault line coming in from BABYBAY, seeing this breach from him for the first time in competition. He looks towards B main, and that's not the spot, but now Rawkus has the intel. He knows, and it's not going to be enough as he goes for Zombs, and he's tricked by sinatraa.
Wow, what a play from Sentinels. Like, you could just comb over that for so long. So many things happened that round. For one, Marv's 3K here was a thing of beauty. The Hawk didn't connect with him. They also didn't check the angled corner in heaven, but Zombs gets the kill, right? Huge for them. But then also that wraparound was great. That happened to them 2 times already. They need to be more cautious that Sentinels will have no problems going into defender side and taking space.
Beautiful plays back and forth. Heading up into heaven was, heaven for B was exactly what I was talking about before. That trust play of being with each other. Both teams executed that pretty well. Zom starts this one off nicely. Looks like they'll get a lot of mid action here. FaZe has been allowing themselves to peek mid, giving up that space. Sentinels is more than happy to take the firefight, and it looks like that's where we'll start off once again. A rolling thunder comes through, and what the execution from BABYBAY will be could be huge. Takes a Hawk to the face, and this smoke that they have put out actually shuts them down from really being able to use it.
Uh-oh. Well, BABYBAY, was nice knowing you, buddy. A rolling
Had that
thunder
smoke
invested.
not been there.
Yeah, and a rolling thunder invested for, you're right, too. That dark cover really screwed them there. To get that gun and then to just lose it outright like that, you'd really want that rolling thunder for retakes.
Yep.
If need be, but ain't gonna happen. We're just gonna have to look forward, and now we're gonna get some attention put here toward A. BABYBAY is actually gonna shift things up on A side 2, working in tandem there with Rawkus. And they're getting a lot of those duelists on B because they're anticipating some kind of presence and aggression.
Yeah. Round 5 seems to be the Sentinels alt start round here. We have one for Zom, ShahZam, and dapr as an alt start to creep up for BABYBAY and rest of the team. Marved has his run it back. Remember, rounds 5, 6, 7, once those alts start coming up for people, if they've been fragging, if they've been grabbing alt orbs, could be huge. And it's when we saw FaZe last map on Bind, they were able to stop the bleeding against Sentinels. And now Sentinels on attack here. They're showing us why the playbook says they're so damn good at split, Golden Boy.
Yeah, and be careful not to lose anyone too, because Neural Theft is online here for dapr. He just needs a corpse. There's a TP into the A site. They get some information as to where Rawkus is going to be. That allows dapr to be able to go in and get that frag outright.
I know exactly where you
are. That makes things real difficult to know exactly where the defenders are coming from.
Oh,
and it's just
ShahZam, he's in everything. He's peeling. I'm sorry, he's peeling, folks. This is ShahZam's game.
Oh!
He's disgusting. He's going for another one. He's going to hit it. Watch. Check it out. In the corner. I have confidence. I believe. Oh! Dang it. Okay. If I did, though, I would have sounded like a genius. Anyway, ZachaREEE, though, trying to keep himself in this, or at the very least get some exits. Because time is certainly going to be ticking here, and I think walking away with the up, yeah, that's a small win for this one.
Yeah.
Had he hit it, though, Riv, had he hit it, I would have been
read about you.
It would have been, well, no, definitely not a threat about me. Would have had just nothing negative things to say.
You're right.
A statue, actually, I would prefer to. Ooh, ZachaREEE.
Oh,
what's up? That's, okay. I mean, they did not want him to have that up.
Seems like there's enough moolah on the side of Sentinels here. Still getting ShahZam his op. Phantoms around. Definitely seeing quite a bit of Phantoms. Seems like FaZe likes the Vandals, though, as Phantoms, I think, have a small uptick in usage here for NA First Strike. It's been interesting.
Have you seen 10 swing corners with a Phantom full sprint? I mean, come on, man.
Ooh. Probably. Quick throw to the face. Oh, BABYBAY up and on the breach still. Says, I don't need a dash to get out of any situation. I'm just going to hold my ground. And he'll still hold that ramp angle. Patience from dapr as he might try to get the jiggle on here, but it's not going to be enough. BABYBAY now on line, and he's feeling much better here on split, even though it might be Sentinels map. Heaven take for Sentinels, maybe?
Yeah, they're peeping this one, but that hot hand slows things down. One player's going to be tucked away behind the box. You see in the picture-in-picture is ZachaREEE is going to go down there. ShahZam with the follow-up. Corey from behind with a stinger. BABYBAY now trying to make a miracle happen. Corey, he dodges the paranoia, and now they're going to swing all the way around. He's waiting for them, but they're not at default. Instead, they're going to run into the loving hands of BABYBAY, who's now brought down to 31 HP.
Oh, close. Nice dodge.
They know where they are, too, so a lot of noise is being made. Their only option now is to go A. They gave up B side completely. They've done this before, but oh no, Rawkus, that was your opportunity to get that kill.
Oh, the timing there. Sentinels calls the audible from a B site play, goes through defender spawn, plants it back of site A. This is going to be a great angle here. Oh, takes out Corey's shins. It's not going to be enough. BABYBAY finds 4K on this with the operator, 31 HP to end it. And I'm sure he knows which wire to defuse on this one. So, big round coming in for FaZe. It's always these middle ones that the teams can start to bite back, and we're seeing FaZe do it again.
Yeah, this is where I needed FaZe to become more present in this match. And BABYBAY getting the op and playing in a passive role, because with Jett, you could be more aggressive because you have Tailwind to be able to bail you out. You have Cloudburst to break up vision. When you're opping with any other character, you want to play passive angles, hold areas, and just really focus on them longer. BABYBAY knows that, and I think that's part of the reason why you're seeing this style change from him, not using a Jett, using a breach, but also having those flashes too. That's huge. He's got like 30 of them, I believe, right? So he'll be okay.
Sick and Rawkus yet to frag within this game.
Wow.
Like Rawkus has been focused on throwing out a lot of utility and not being in the same position he's usually in as that controller. Or whatever he's been playing.
That Wolf is going to make life very difficult for anyone that wants to follow up on a flash with Skye and play. Oh, Rolling Thunder actually is going to be used, and ZachaREEE was not prepared for another player to be located on the side, and Marv is going to swing through for 3 of his own. A quick round there from FaZe. I thought it could have been a little problematic, but they recover. Managed to net themselves their second.
They needed that. They needed a thank you very much round. Those really build confidence. Yeah, they help you get through, and it gets some ults built up on that side. Seeing quite a few for the side of FaZe getting through that round. I was looking at inner ones. Sorry. They've actually used quite a bit. They just have ZachaREEE's. Did I misread that right quick? I'm looking at the side of Sentinels. My showstopper's there for sinatraa, I believe, so we could get that out if they decide to go hard in this round. He's on a Spectre. We'll see how crazy they decide to get. Is it's going to be an A ramp work here? He gets pretty crazy to start that off.
Oh my word! Who is that? Who's banged up there in the corner? Because that is not good. Worse for wear there, unfortunately, for zombs. Just you could sneeze on him. Although you don't want to do that in 2020, but that's all you need to do to be able to take out zombs. But they're still playing around this, and they're still getting kills, Rivington. They're still getting kills.
Absolutely. He's wearing his mask. That's why they can't get to him. He's too protected. And now, it's going to be the take up top. ZachaREEE's been doing a great job in A heaven, but he's not going to be able to do too much other than one. BABYBAY still with the operator on elbow. And how much can he flex? That's another one on zombs. It's in the sight with 1. Does he have the time that it takes? It's going to be the dog out. Able to search him. BABYBAY gets that 3K now as he finds the shot, and that's going to be a beautiful one to make it work for the team. You know, this guy is just something else coming into the second map.
They need him. They needed him. He was quiet. Someone maybe sung BABYBAY a lullaby, and he wasn't waking up. But now, Baby's awake.
Classic.
Ready to frag.
With cheese.
See, though,
oh my.
Even then, what I find so ridiculous about Sentinels is they could be in the worst possible spots, and they still get kills. They still make the round kind of sort of winnable for them.
Ooh. Sentinels with a fast take. Will this happen, Golden Boy? That's going to be a Roomba kill to start things off, and sinatraa cannot get past the opening gate on these rounds, GB.
It's always nice when the child is going to contribute. But they went aggressive into A, and they had no other choice, right? You just have Singers, Spectres, right? No real weapons to use here. That's why you got to play this one close, and last one left alive is going to be zombs on site with this Stinger. You're going to be able to get one kill, but if they're smart, they're going to trade this one off instantly, and he doesn't even do that. They still manage to nail it, and that is going to be FaZe coming back into this game, Riv.
Yeah.
A critical swing for FaZe that have now made them competitive on split.
So this change for BABYBAY becomes a paradigm shift in the fact that he's not going forward. It's a complete mental shift. He's staying back, playing more retake, being alive for utility.
True.
The operator's there for more shots, and now he's 12-5 as opposed to trying to pick up scrap kills at the end of a round when he's got 4 people looking at him. Now he doesn't matter if there's 5 people looking at him and it's beginning of the round, and that is starting to pay off huge. You said he needed to come online, and BABYBAY's here to play on Breach.
It shows his range, Rivington, right?
Yeah.
I was worried that BABYBAY was going to be a one-trick pony. Oh, I push, I hold W, and I get frags. I kill. No. He's showing composure. And that's what you need if you want to succeed in this game. But look at Marv. Trying to take some space at main. It just doesn't work out in his favor. Oh, no. Doggy found him. Doggy found him. He has to TP out. He has no choice.
Once bitten, never again. He's out. You don't want to get caught where it concussed in that. He could make a play with that ultimate towards the other side. They are going to get Rawkus into the site real quick as sinatraa makes a little bit of space here. If he can find the kill that he does want. Just quickly shoots towards the backside. So they have control of B. The retakes for FaZe have been tough here. Let's see if they can execute on this one to keep their round wins going.
They will have a flash to try and take space on site here, but Heaven will be the call. ShahZam, though, on the flank. ShahZam on the flank. He might actually find himself 1, 2, 3. Oh, he gets 1 for his effort. But don't worry, Sig's going to be there to have his back, and it's sinatraa not to be left out of the action there. BABYBAY all alone with no real options other than to hold on to his weapon, and finally Sentinels will stop the bleeding.
Operator save there. You can see, you read how ShahZam was shooting them and you know exactly what happens. You plug ZachaREEE so much with so many bullets. Oh, he's dead. I'm going to transfer over. Wait, that guy lived. I got to go back. It's the situation we've all been through, and they lose the operator. I obviously thought there was going to be the run-up, but he might have heard him, but no, just clean sweep on that op out in here. He's like, oh, dead? Oh, wait, no. Comes back, but overall, like I said, it's so hard for FaZe to retake these B sides from Sentinels.
Yeah, the way that they lock down and hold in the post plants, everyone just needs to be taking out a notebook and writing it down.
Still got some econ. See that operator, golden boy for BABYBAY, so he can still make some work, maybe?
Yeah, he's
back and forth.
Unless Rawkus got it, and okay, it seems like Rawkus and BABYBAY have swapped it.
Super interesting.
This kind of goes back to what I had mentioned before, right? That they are able to do this, and Sentinels is not going to be expecting this. You have a secondary option with Rawkus. You might as well take advantage of it. Because they're anticipating BABYBAY, and they're like, where he is, the op is going to be. So the change-up could be quite helpful here for FaZe.
In that same sense, he has the ultimate Rawkus on Omen, so he can quickly get over to where he may need to be with those op shots. Sentinels working this one quite slow. They want the last few rounds to matter here, so they can start off with a strong pistol. That's everyone's hope. As we have 50 seconds left in this round. Utility is pretty scarce now, as it's been used quite a bit. You can see Zombs on a recount for his second smoke there. And it looks like they'll want B. It's just very slow, and FaZe has, as we said, FaZe before was peek and vents, peek and top, and they were giving him a bit to look at, but now FaZe is waiting back, and it's causing some troubles for Sentinels.
So smart there. So smart to hold that one, but unfortunately follow up with another kill. BABYBAY, though, a bit scattered on that shot, but it is going to land the target, and then he follows through with a third shot there, thus bringing him within 1. They were waiting for that prime opportunity. It was about the BABYBAY on the rafters. That first flash, although it didn't really help Marved all that much, it still was going to assist him because he knew that it was coming. And once they made contact, they knew that they had them right where they wanted them.
I always wonder where teams feel they are, right? Because sometimes you talk to a team and they say, well, they didn't even get to double digits on us, like 10, 11 rounds. So it wasn't that bad. The Sentinels feel great that they have 6. Like, would 7 be amazing for them? And we'll see coming out of the second half just what that confidence is. Here, the last round of the first. FaZe looking to tie it up with a few more kills. Marv going aggressive with the run it back, and he'll get quite a bit of info there.
Oh, this could be really bad here, but some kills now starting to go in the favor of Sentinels. Actually, quite a few. 2 players are going to be left alive, ZachaREEE and Marved. As Marved is going to be playing at the back of the screen, it is not going to work out for him. Does ZachaREEE play this one slowly? I think he thought maybe he could just delay it here, but with the amount of guns that are going to be focusing right on him, it simply was not meant to be. And Sentinels will end the half 7-5. So to answer your question, Riv, I think they're feeling okay about 7-5.
Right. Okay.
But I also think too, like them now on the defense on split 7-5. I think you're feeling all right. You're feeling good.
Absolutely. Yeah, I'd have that same idea as well. You know, always attacking feels like you can be on this landslide loss over and over. And it's sometimes hard to come back on, but we've seen both teams kind of even this one up. 7-5 is one of those common scores that we see, but like we said, does Sentinels feel a little better here? Sinatra's with the frenzy, ghosts around for Sentinels otherwise. It looks like quite a few saves here to the classics. I should say saves, but holds on classics, which means your utility is going to be more full, and FaZe will have a little bit more to offer in that area this round.
And the last point on that, before the action starts, is I think if you're asking who's feeling better, FaZe is feeling better. Because they were down 5-0. They were down 5-0, and they managed to make this competitive. So I like think if you're FaZe, you're like, yeah, you know, this is not bad. It could have been worse.
I have dropped the spike.
Definitely right. FaZe is probably feeling pretty good coming into this one. A lot have that armor of light, sticking with their classics. Some curveballs down low. Is there just, even with curveballs like that, Marved can be looking for a step, someone to move, to know that there is someone at location, so the rotation over to B is a little bit longer unless you hold that vent area and they come through. So you're even just movement and audio gives you a clue. They see one backside, Mars able to hit him right through his own gate. dapr goes down, and they're going to have B site in FaZe's favor.
They know that they have bodies up on top of heaven. Sinatra's going to make his way down low. As Sick is going to join in and pick up a kill. 3 frags as if it was nothing. Marv trying to keep the drive alive here, but it is not meant to be. ZachaREEE on the flank tried to pull what Sentinels did in that last round. It was a smart play to make, but just not really what you want. And with that pistol round win means that Sentinels statistically are going to be in a better spot because they should go up 9-5 here, that much closer to advancing to the semis.
Absolutely. It's going to be tough now that they can get that money roll to bonus into the next round. We may see some stingers here from FaZe. I would love it, but it's tough. Where do you get in? You always kind of have a choke point here to get through unless you're using a huge amount of utility, which then means you really don't have it for the enemy's retake. So it looks like they are going to be going for quite a save here. Always respect the Sheriff by Corey with the Sheriff is disgusting. So especially Marv behind him. We'll see if they can make anything work this round with the Sheriff for FaZe.
Sick just continuing to scout. Skye's utility is insane. Just that you can clear so many areas with Skye. Like, unlike Boombot that goes one way and kind of zips back and forth and does some damage. Like, if you're not really seeing anything, like in the ramen area, right? You just double back around, go to sewer, right? Like you can
mark your territory,
and it's
get around
dog,
there.
So
it's a dog. Make sure
that's
no
a weird
one's there
animation.
in your home.
Oh, ShahZam!
What?
ShahZam! That's it, baby. That's it. That was a clean shot. Both around the corner. It's just a tap. He hit the aim trainer today.
Oh, my word. Those ones just make you feel good. Oh, wow. ShahZam coming up huge there. Kills like that as well. You know, there's always hope in the eco round, and then that kind of just deflates it right there if somebody can come up even harder without taking too much damage. Looks like FaZe still going for a bit of a come around. 6 ready for this one, though. He's checking the right rope as they come up. 1, 2, 3. Spikes dropped. Oh, what a catch! Juggled to Corey, but it's not going to be enough. He goes down as well as Sick gets 2 of his own.
It's like the, you know, it was happening and the spike kind of flew up. So at that moment, Corey just had to grab it, you know, and he was like, wait, what? Oh, man. Look at this. Some clean taps to the face.
Flawless.
That really was a flawless, suitable for Prime Gaming.
Absolutely.
I'll take that.
Absolutely. Lock it in, write it in the books. We'll come back to it later. See what the work is. A little bit of mid here. They want to block off B Heaven.
Blinded.
May also get some information too because of the blind. Skye with the notification that it does hit and confirm at least one target. It's actually going to go for it again, and at the worst possible time for Corey too, as well as BABYBAY to take a look.
There, yeah. You see how much consideration here is coming from FaZe that Sentinels may have pushed up. They obviously, you want to clear every corner, but some of these are extravagantly close that Sentinels would even be right now, but they are not leaving anything up to chance of what Sentinels may have in their mind. And ShahZam is trying to deploy in strategy as the IGL. Right now, he's deploying some op shots, able to take down BABYBAY, who has been a huge factor here for FaZe. So that's one of the big frags, an impact frag to start this round off.
They'll be okay, though, as far as vision blocking is concerned, not losing Rawkus early in the round. Although having the multitude of flashes that Breach provides would have been a huge plus here for FaZe.
30 seconds left.
Now they're going to have to make a swing happen, and ShahZam's got them red. There goes the coverage. Here comes the smoke, and actually a well-timed push. As soon as that dark cover dropped, they ended up playing against their own dark cover, which is so smart here. But now Sick tucked in the corner. He'll be all right. That's 3 kills for Sick. And even with him getting bullied out of mid, Sick still was a factor that round.
It's all right. He's a defensive Skye.
I mean, just right here, there's too many areas for Marv to have to look at. He knows that there's action happening in the elbow. So you're prioritizing that player who could be making a swing, not realizing that Sick was just waiting for the opportunity to strike the whole time. And it happened because of mid-round play.
Sheriff on Sheriff over on this side. Rawkus having a rough game here. Down with 1 frag so far. Sentinels is taking that into advantage. Sick, another kill. Great start for him. Definitely been picking up a lot more frags on this round. On that Skye, we haven't been seeing this play too much, but he is starting to show up. ShahZam again with the operator, changing spot. Always takes a shot, figures out where to go next, but right there it's in the eyes of the enemy, and ZachaREEE fires back. Finally, a little retribution for his team, and the shots from sinatraa on elbow. It's just such a firefight back and forth. Sentinels always happy to keep moving forward, find where FaZe might be coming from on any of their eco rounds so they can't gain too much ground.
No space given, no space taken.
Nope.
So at the start of the half, I was like, FaZe is feeling pretty good the way that they've been able to bounce back. But the difference here between what happened at the beginning of the game is you're now looking at 11-5. And your eye has to be fixated at the top of the screen. Every round now is going to come with a certain degree of caution.
Absolutely.
What do they do? How do they try and stop this? Because it feels as if Sentinels, no matter what FaZe does, has them read like an open book.
It comes down to the half. You have to play to win, but you can't play to not lose. That's way too passive for the current game. You just have to move forward, keep that pace that'll keep you getting first blood. They don't have the operator to work anymore. It doesn't seem like they favored it on FaZe's side for attack here. It has been the Vandals. However, they also have been struck for that economy with Sentinels run on rounds here, second half. Slow, like you said, Golden Boy. And maybe Slow wins the race on at least this round, but they have their backs against the wall and so many more to go. Looking at where alt charges could be, ShahZam's ready with Bladestorm if things do get out of hand. And looking a few coming up on alts now as we get towards the later rounds in this second half.
So the flash did prompt some movement, but it was not going to be enough here. And it has given him perhaps a false sense of confidence that no one is going to be pushed up. That is where ZachaREEE should strike if given the opportunity to do so. He's going to be the guy that I'm really focused on here, because if he gets his kill, it will open things up greatly for them. And he will, because ShahZam was prepared for it. Now here comes the push. They know where the op is, so they can at least play around this information, but Corey now is just going to be trapped inside of a cyber cage. No options, no time, flawless, presented by Prime Gaming. This is it, match point. Sentinels, they're not looking to close this game out with anything fancy. They're simply just going to end the run of FaZe Clan right here, right now, at the pace we're going at.
Golden Boy, that round in particular, and I didn't catch it before, but I just like, it's like a red and dead. Sentinels read the strat, were never really in sight, right? Marved was floating around top mid the whole time. Vents, he had it, could have gone into heaven, he had it. Sentinels laid back. They said, let's watch the strat first and then just attack them once we know what they're doing. Instant takedown of the site defense once FaZe was in it. That was awesome by Sentinels, and we're really seeing them start to flex a little bit where they know they want these rounds and this match to be over.
In this position, Riv, with that Odin, yeah, that ain't gonna happen. Also, good luck trying to take out the op up on heaven there. And there's sinatraa again. He's looking, it's match points, series points. Sinatra's looking to flank with an Odin. 2020 is a crazy year. Corey doesn't want to have any of those shenanigans, and he's gonna stop it right in his tracks. The Odin is down, but there's another flanker potentially pushing forward here. There goes the rocket. Boom, it connects. That should be a moment for them to push up on B, but instead they're going to play this one slowly, but right into the loving hands of Sick. And Sick gets one. He's looking for one more. He's going to get the flash. No, he doesn't. He does have an inclination, though, that he is going to be in that corner. And that's why he's just going to back up the Rolling Thunder so that BABYBAY can get some space and get control here. I just don't think control is an option when dealing with Sentinels.
Great turns coming in. They're trying to test each other as much as possible here as the spike will be planted over A from ZachaREEE. BABYBAY is just giving the other members hell here. And they get the rotation on. Now this means BABYBAY will not be there as he picks up a Phantom to get there with ZachaREEE. Golden Boy, this could be the round. He has to run.
He has to fly here. ZachaREEE has a lot of work in front of him. Can he find one kill as two players are going to swing him at the same time? And now it's down to BABYBAY. Does he spam through this one here? Does manage to get one kill. Halfway for ShahZam. Get the second kill, but can he get the third? And no, he cannot. Sentinels are moving on.
What a way to end that one. What a job by Sentinels, and they did indeed. The question was answered. Look comfortable coming into the second half of Split with a 7-5. We know their win percentage on that map is through the roof, and it was going to be tough when we saw FaZe